Hello, I'd like to update you on the status of the Fort Campbell Historical Foundation and our plans to bring the Tennessee Wings of Liberty Museum to life. Bottom line, we're on target to build the museum's first phase with a projected opening in 2025. We need your continued support and your help to expand our family of supporters to complete this mission. The U.S. Army will own the museum and the Center for Military History will operate it. Once completed, it'll be the second largest museum in the Army Museum enterprise, second only to the National Museum of the U.S. Army on Fort Belvoir just south of Washington, D.C. The Tennessee Wings of Liberty Museum will be a public-private partnership between the Foundation and the Army. Today, the Fort Campbell Historical Foundation is securing funds to build the museum, add and update exhibits, install those exhibits, move artifacts, and more. The Foundation will build and gift the museum to the Army for the Army to operate and maintain. There's an approval process for building and gifting the museum, and currently we're finalizing an engineering design to develop a cost estimate for Phase 1, the exhibit hall. We're confident the Phase 1 cost will be within the $20 million on hand and earmarked for it, and based on this, we'll be able to present our proffer to the Secretary of the Army this summer. When the museum opens, the Foundation will continue fundraising to complete Phases 2 and Phase 3. We'll also help the Center for Military History and the Pratt Museum team to ensure exhibits are of the highest quality and that the museum has the latest technology. We are going to operate the gift shop and manage events, and most importantly, we will fund and sponsor first-rate educational programs. Over the years, the Foundation secured $26 million in funding for a vision of this museum. That strong philanthropic support has set the stage for success today. Those funds provided resources for the building blueprint and design, fencing and securing of the allocated 33 acres, the purchase, transport, and storage of artifacts, and the design and creation of transformative exhibits, displays, tableaus, and chronology panels. Since 9/11, Fort Campbell soldiers were deployed worldwide to fight the global war on terror, and the Foundation rightly turned to help care for them and their families with some financial support. That support was for emergencies and unmet needs, and thanks to our donors and members, we provided more than $500,000 in assistance to our troops and their loved ones. Now, our emphasis is returned like a laser to building the museum as a lasting legacy. In 2021, we gathered an incredible team to focus on the potential for state and local government funding as a foundation for the future. Through the actions of great leaders, the state of Tennessee stepped up and contributed $20 million towards the project, and the city of Clarksville and Montgomery County each funded $1 million in 2022. The dream to build the museum has a renewed momentum, as have our fundraising efforts. Donor support is critical to fund the next phases. As you can imagine, costs have grown since those first estimates a decade ago. Over the past year, we have evaluated our design options so that Phase 1 is of the highest quality and is within our $20 million allocated budget. We've selected Commonwealth Development Group to oversee the project. This firm recently completed Clarksville's new 250,000 square foot F&M arena under budget and ahead of schedule, which gives us great confidence in this partnership. Presently, we need funding to create a top-notch education outreach center. We anticipate developing programs for students from kindergarten age through college, as well as adult programming to be held both in the museum and across the communities. Funding will also allow for the design and fabrication of 3 new exhibits capturing recent military history and increasing the coverage of 5th Special Forces Group and the 160th Special Ops Aviation Regiment. We will need to cover the cost to move and install some of these exhibits, create videos for all the video alcoves, and enhance the visitor experience through technology. It's also important that we secure 3 years of operating expenses in order to see all 3 phases of construction through. The end state will be an incredible world-class museum that houses immersive and interactive exhibits and an education support center. In total, the structure will span more than 60,000 square feet. The first phase will feature one of the few remaining D-Day invasion gliders, rare artifacts, and interactive exhibits that will live south of the entrance. To the north, there'll be a wall with an auditorium, a wall to recognize donor generosity, a gift shop, and restrooms. The second phase will feature the Education Outreach Center, including classrooms and a meeting space, plus state-of-the-art media studio for podcasts and for video production. The third phase is the exterior complex, which will include outside artifacts, a memorial park, and a parade field. Positioned on flat property overlooking a wooded hillside, the museum's main entrance will align with an adjacent memorial park featuring historic aircraft, all of which will be visible from Highway 41. With free admission, the museum is projected to become the leading attraction in the area with 200,000 to 300,000 visitors annually. Visitors will learn through an immersive experience, hearing personal stories, and seeing examples of military engagement. We're on path to becoming an inspirational and educational destination. The primary purpose of the Foundation is to educate about the extraordinary service of the 101st Airborne Division, 5th Special Forces Group, and the 160th Special Ops Aviation Regiment, and to honor the sacrifice of soldiers and to inspire citizens to a life of service to their country. Creating an experience that embodies and promotes this mission is goal number one. The significance of completing the Tennessee Wings of Liberty Museum is truly our rendezvous with destiny. Please help us continue growing our outreach by sharing our information and emails, including this video, and get more involved if you can, and if you have any questions, please contact me at the address below. Thank you for your support.